Hey guys, what's up? Bonzi Chun here, and we're back at our Road to Seattle video. Now we're doing everything post Guardians, now that Guardians is out and available to us online and in real life. And today we're going to be doing an updated version of Volcanion-EX. Now this deck is probably going to be one of the most popular decks post Guardians at regionals, just because it hits the Situate for weakness. Unfortunately, it does heavily rely on items. Not a whole lot of supporters are available to us that would accelerate the Volcanion engine itself, such as putting Pokemon to our bench and stuff. You could play things like Bridget, but that only lets you do one, which is not quite enough, I don't think. It's something I've considered testing. But this list is very similar to the one that we did previously. Let me just pull up my other list here, and I'll let you know what we dropped and what we added. We did, obviously you guys can see some stuff very obviously at the front there. And let's see here, new nerd packed. Unfortunately, I didn't just copy and paste and make a new list. I used the list that we had already. Let's see. Oh, I am so professional, guys, right? So professional. If you're wondering why I'm looking to the left, it's because I'm looking at another monitor that has our YouTube page on it, and the monitor right here with the webcam sitting on top of is actually the monitor that I play off of. So we dropped the Flareon for a Turtonator-EX, and then we also dropped an Energy Retrieval for a Tapu Lele. That is the changes that we made to this list. Now, some other things that we could add in are field blowers, which I definitely think have a place in this deck. Since we have so many items to begin with, it just makes any deck that's going to play the new Trashland Garbodor much worse. But then again, when you have 9 items in your discard pile, that's already a knockout on your Volcanion. That's already overkill on a Shaymin, a Hoopa. Everything's gonna get knocked out at 9 items. There's nothing above that. Even with the Fighting Fury belt making your Volcanion-EX go to 220, that's 11 items, and that's very easy to do in this deck. I mean, you play 4 Max Elixirs, you play 4 Trainers Mail, you play 4 Ultra Ball. That's 12 right there. You know, we could drop the Trainers Mails, but since we play Max Elixir and we need those Ultra Balls, we need those VS Seekers to hit things like our Fisherman, to hit things like our Lysandres, our Olympias. We need those Trainers Mails to make the deck work. So I think overall, leaving the high item count in to increase our matchups against other things is a lot better. Now, one thing I do want to find room for is the Hex Maniac. I'm thinking about dropping one of the Lysandres for a Hex Maniac just to improve our chances in the Decidueye matchup, because since we are so heavily reliant on items. But it's not really an issue, because if you have most times you will have the energy in hand if you are under item lock, because you can't Max Elixir if you're under item lock. So you can usually steam up first and then use your Hex Maniac after that to get out of the item lock and try to help you get set up. But then at the same time, if you're steaming up, you're probably not too worried about the item lock. You can usually break through it. Overall, though, I don't usually have a problem against item lock when playing this deck. Another deck to watch out for is Lapras, of course, obviously, just because it's so good. And then Alolan Ninetales, which I have not played against, but I can just imagine Alolan Ninetales would wreck this pretty bad, just because we have a hard time hitting that high number. But let's not waste any. Oh wait, sorry guys. Let's do the deck profile. Sorry, I am kind of rushing a little bit because I have to leave for work in about 40-45 minutes, so I'm going to try to get as much of this video recorded before I leave. So if you guys see it cut, that's why, because I have to work, and it's kind of late. It's about 10:20 at night, and I have to be at work by midnight. It takes me about 30 minutes to get to work, but I still need to get dressed because I'm still like in my hanging around the house clothes. So let's stop BS and let's do some actual deck profiling. So we got 4 copies of Volcanion-EX from Steam Siege. Everyone knows what this card does. You discard a fire energy from your hand, and your basic fire Pokemon do 30 more damage during your turn. So that's awesome. We play 3 copies of Baby Volcanion. This is pretty much your main attacker in the deck. Also lets you recycle your energy and attach them to your bench fire Pokemon. Play 1 Hoopa to grab those Volcanions so that we can put them on your bench. And then we'll play 2 copies of Shaymin-EX for the draw support. Now for the new guys on the block, we have 1 copy of Turtonator-GX. This is an awesome card because it gives you, as a Volcanion player, a good GX attack that you previously did not have access to before. Now some people say, oh, you could just play Tauros, oh, you could just play Tauros. Tauros didn't really have any synergy with the deck, while it didn't have anything that hindered the deck. It didn't do anything to accelerate your game plan, but let's go over what Turtonator-GX is. It's a basic fire type, which goes with Volcanion, has 190 HP, which is awesome. It has, the first attack is for double colorless. The Shell Trap does 20 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, if this Pokemon is damaged by an opponent's attack, even if it's knocked out, you put 8 damage carries on attack this Pokemon. So it's basically a bursting balloon with the body. If they hit you back, you're hitting them for 100, so that's really good. I mean, I think this deck, this card alone could become its own deck in the future. It just depends upon what kind of support we get for fire Pokemon going forward, because we do lose a lot of stuff after rotation. And next set, with it being called Burning Shadows, and a rumored Ho-Ho and Charizard GXs, maybe we might get some fire support. Who knows, but we'll have to wait and see what kind of cards get announced. Alright, and then it's for second attack, Bright Flame. For 2 fire and a color, so 160 damage, and you discard 2 fire energy from this Pokemon. While itself, that's not a great thing to have. You know, that discarding thing is not the greatest thing in the world, but we do pay things like Baby Volcanion to get the energy back. And then it's a GX attack, which helps with this too. Nitro Tank GX. You attach 5 fire energy cards from your discard pile to your Pokemon any way that you like. So, let's say, you know, late game, you could use this to, you know, bring back all those energies out of your discard pile, put them on Turtonator, put them on Baby Volcanions, put them on Volcanions. Lets you just get those energy back. It's a great recovery tool, and it gives Volcanion access to a GX attack that it previously did not have access to. Next up, we got 1 copy of Energy Retrieval. This is great in Volcanion just because it lets you play it, you get 2 extra steam ups back. You know, you grab those fire energy, discard them, get 2 more steam ups. We played 2 copies of Escape Rope just because of Volcanion's Volcanic Heat attack. You can use this to get out of some sticky situations as well. 4 copies of Max Elixir. We only play basic Pokemon, so let's play Max Elixirs. We play 4 copies of Trainers Mail for consistency. 4 copies of Ultra Ball to grab things like Shaymin, grab things like Hoopa, grab Volcanion, grab Tapu Lele. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about Tapu Lele. Oh, it's been a while since I've done one of these guys. Been opening a lot of packs. So Tapu Lele has the Wonder Tag ability. If you ever played with Jirachi EX in the format, you know what this does. When you play him from your hand onto your bench, you get grab a support from your deck, add it to your hand. Energy Drive just for double colors does 20 damage times the amount of energy attached to both active Pokemon. So if you have 2 energy on Tapu Lele, that's 40 damage. If your opponent has 6, that's an extra 60, so it's 100 damage. Unfortunately, it's not affected by weakness or resistance, but the only thing that has a psychic weakness right now that's played a lot is Mewtwo, but that's not a huge deal. And then Tapu Cure GX, which in this deck we don't have access to because we don't play any Psychic or Rainbow Energy. Heal 2 damage for your bench Pokemon. Okay, so we talked about Energy Retrieval, we talked about Escape Rope, we talked about Max Elixir, we talked about Trainers Mail, and we talked about Ultra Ball. 4 VS Seeker, because VS Seeker is broken. Just kidding, it's just really that good. 1 copy of Scorched Earth. This is more of a late game stadium. Use this to draw into extra cards. Yeah, you play this more of in late game after you already set up. And then to help your set, we play 4 copies of Sky Field to make sure we have enough room. Because after you have, let's say you start with the Baby Volcanion, you play the Hoopa, you grab 2 Baby Volcanions and a Shaymin. That's 4 Pokemon on your bench already. And you really want as much Volcanion EX on your bench as possible, so that's why we play 2 copies of Sky Field. Since we do discard a lot of energy from Volcanion EX, we play 1 copy of Fisherman, just to grab those basic energy cards and put them back in our hand and steam right back up again. 2 copies of Lysandre. Now I think 2 copies of Lysandre is almost a must in this current format, just because there's lots of this on the bench still. This might change in the future, depending upon. I've seen a lot of people drop. Instead of playing 2 Shaymins, they'll play 2 Tapu Leles and 1 Shaymin. If we had 2 Tapu Leles online, I would definitely try it and see how it works. But for now, we're playing 2 Lysandres. 2 copies of N for draw support and consistency. 1 copy of Olympia just as a non-item switching card. Also, healing the 30 damage is not bad by any means. 4 copies of Professor Sycamore because it's the single best draw support that we have in the game. 2 copies of Fighting Fury Belt. We use this on our baby Volcanion, as well as our Turtonator-GX, just to make them a little bit more bulky and do a little bit extra damage. 2 copies of Float Stone so we don't get Lysandre stalled. Now, unfortunately, with Field Blower out, it makes Float Stone a little bit. Float Stone and Fighting Fury Belt both, and I wouldn't say bad, but you can't just play them carelessly. You have to tend to hold them till you're going to use the effect of the tool. For example, nowadays I've been finding myself holding my Float Stones more to play when I get after I get Lysandred out, just so that way I don't just have it sit on the bench. They Field Blower and then they Lysandre me. So Field Blower is causing you now to have to play a lot smarter with your tool cards and not just aimlessly just drop them down onto your bench. So keep that in mind, guys, when you're playing tool cards nowadays. Field Blower does exist. It is a card. Just be careful. Don't just play down your item cards and your tool cards and forget about them. Hold them till you have to use them. Same thing goes with Spirit Links, guys. Hold them till right before you're about to Mega Evolve. Or, if you're gonna, you can also just play them down if you're gonna Sycamore anyway. You might also just play them down and maybe make them wasted Field Blower. It's a lot hard. We don't have a way of getting. We do have a way of getting tool cards back, but no one will play Eco Arm. And then we're playing 12 copies of basic Fire Energy just because we need all the Fire Energy we can get our hands on. Now we're gonna go up here into the versus ladder, and this ladder is about a week old now, not very high up as you guys can see, but we should get a really good variety of decks played right now. I was testing earlier, and I kind of went against everything. Haven't seen as much water though as I thought I would. Alright, let's go. So, Dark Dragons. So, obviously Giratina dragons of some kind. Probably gonna be Giratina. Highly doubt he's playing Como-O. So this is a pretty bad start. We're gonna just drop down our baby Volcanion and hold the rest. Hold the Tapu Lele. We can use Ultra Ball to grab ourselves a Hoopa, and then use the Hoopa to grab ourselves all the rest of our baby Volcanions. So he's playing Cosmog. Okay, I really don't know what this guy's playing. Since he has a Dark Dragon's deck box, means he has to be playing a Dark Dragon, Dark and a Dragon, at least one Dark and one Dragon Pokemon. We do get the Sky Field and the Scorched Earth. I want to save the Scorched Earth for later. If we Ultra Ball, we go down to 4 cards. I don't really want to discard a Pokemon. I don't want to discard the Scorched Earth. So I guess we're going to Ultra Ball, discard our Sycamore and our Fire Energy because we know we have Tapu Lele available to us. Now as far as prizes go, we have our 2 Shaymins, we have our Hoopa. So we have 2 Volcanions prized. Okay. 2 Volcanions are prized. Looks like 2 Trainers Mail are prized. An Ultra Ball and a VS Seeker. Okay. So the fact that one of our Volcanion-EXs is prized makes this Hoopa a little less valuable because we can only grab 1 Volcanion off this Hoopa. And I guess I don't really want to take the second Shaymin, but I think we have to. Since he is playing Cosmog, means he's playing Lunala or Solgaleo, so we want to try and get set up as soon as possible. Try to outpace him a little bit. Try to maybe take some early knockouts on these Cosmogs, so that way he has to play some form of recovery. We get a Float Stone, which is perfect. We do not get a... Oh, that was a misplay. What I should have done there was Max Elixir first. but that's alright. We do have an Energy Retrieval available to us, though, to grab that other one. But let's go ahead and Shaymin first. I'd rather save that Scorched Earth. That really sucks. Okay, so we're gonna have to go ahead and play this a lot earlier than I want to. I just want to start swinging here as much as possible. We've already drawn through half our deck, so I guess we can go ahead and just discard the Scorched Earth. We do need to start steaming up here. Now we need 2 steam ups to knock out this Cosmog, which we can do. So let's go ahead and steam up. I would have loved to get an Ultra Ball off the top there to grab ourselves a Turtonator, just so that way we could attach to something else other than Volcanions on the bench. But it's fine, so we're gonna go ahead and drop those energies down. Oh, I should have steamed up one more time. I didn't see the Fighting Fury Belt. Oh my god. What'd you say? But that's alright. Hopefully it doesn't have rare candy. Who plays a Fighting Fairy Belt onto a Cosmog? Who does that? Who does that? If we lose this game, there has to be some kind of punishment for me. Oh, may our Lord and Savior Tapu Koko be on our side today. Okay, so he does nothing. Okay, so we're not gonna play this N. We have to steam up though, so let's go ahead and steam up once. We're not gonna play the N since our opponent did nothing. We don't want to play the N because we don't want to. Okay, he just concedes. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and get another game in. Let's try to get 3 quality games in. That just showed you guys how the deck sets up really well and very quickly. Yeah, we got a Gudra line. Not really, I don't care about the Gudra line. We're going for that Giratina though. We're going for both Giratinas this time around. I'm not necessarily going to go for the Juniper, but I only have 1 Giratina online, so getting those extra 2 Giratinas will be awesome. And we won the flip here, so we're going to go first. Looks like he maybe played Volcanion as well. I didn't really look at what he had. Let's see here. We have an Ultra Ball available to us, which is awesome. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and Trainers Mail here. We're gonna grab that Sycamore. And let's go ahead and Ultra Ball. Discard the Sycamore because we have the VS Seeker in hand, so we can't get it back. Discarding the Fire Energy is not necessarily bad. We're gonna grab that Hoopa. But let's look at our deck first. We have 2 Shaymins, so we're good. Our prizes look to be 1 Ultra Ball. Ooh, an Ultra Ball, a Sky Field, a Scorched Earth, 1 Sycamore, and a Fighting Fury Belt. Okay. So that Sky Field, that Scorched Earth definitely hurt us a lot. We definitely need those to get going. We are going to grab 3 EX Pokemon. We're going to grab 2 Shaymins and 2 Volcanions. I'm going to drop these guys down here. We're going to drop the Float Stone a little preemptively because we are going to use Shaymin here to try to draw into a baby Volcanion, which we don't get. But we can play an N. I don't want a Max Elixir first. I want to just N and try to get a basic fire Pokemon. Turtonator does work. Since he looks like he's playing Volcanion too, we're going to try to sit here and hope that he plays the Skyfield for us. We can go ahead and take that Lysandre, try and stall him out. We're going to go ahead here and retreat into our Turtonator. And we went first, so we're going to just pass off to him. Now let's see what he does here. Alright, so he drops it. Okay, so he is playing Volcanion. We kind of already knew that, though. He has the Volcanion deck box, and he's playing a Flareon. So let's see. He hits the Trainers Mail. What's he gonna grab off of that? Grabs a Switch, which is by no means a bad card for him to be playing. He may switch out of the Flareon into a baby Volcanion, which definitely looks like the case here. Now, if he plays that switch down, we can Lysandre out his Flareon. We definitely want to kill that. That's gonna be his highest damaging attacker, probably. I don't think he might not be playing anything else. He's gonna steam up here and starts accelerating energy. He only has 1 energy though, so that's cool. He might not be playing Sky Field though, which kind of does suck if that is the case. So we're gonna go ahead and Shaymin out that Flareon, and we're gonna steam up twice. Ideally, we would want baby Volcanion, so that way we get these energy back. This does put us into a top deck mode though, but we can Nitro Tank, but we're not gonna Nitro Tank now. We would Nitro Tank next turn. Okay, TCGO, stop it. If we Nitro Tank now, that it doesn't do any damage because Nitro Tank has to do damage. When you use Steam Up, the attack that you are doing has to do damage to begin with. So if the attack does no damage, it can't be boosted up by things like Steam Up and Kui. The attack has to actually do damage initially. So if Nitro Tank did 10 damage, Steam Up would do something. But since Nitro Tank itself does no damage, it doesn't do us anything. But what this does do for us right now is that it kind of stalls him out here. He's gonna have to manually attach his energy to the Flareon, or he's gonna have to use Max Elixirs and Switch cards to further his game plan. But he can Flash Fire if he had the energy. It's gonna hit him back for 80 damage if he hits us. So he's gonna do 110 to us. He's not gonna be able to knock us out unless he's gonna do 110 plus 30. That's 140. So he is going to knock us out here. That is enough to knock us out. Damn it. Why? This does though let us use a Shaymin though, after he takes the knockout here. Unfortunately, we don't play any form of recovery for the Pokemon. So we're going to go ahead and put the Volcanion with the Float Stone out there. That way we can retreat back into something else. Wow, we really need to draw that Sky Field right here. We really need to draw a Sky Field. We need room on the bench. There we go. Okay, so there's the Sky Field. We are going to steam up. And then we're going to Tapu Lele. Actually, we're not gonna Tapu Lele because there's really no supporter right now that we need that we don't have access to. So we're just gonna straight up Sycamore right here and hope we draw a baby Volcanion plus a Fire Energy. And TCGO, there we go. It like hung up for a second there. Okay, so we get the baby. TCGO, why are you being so laggy? Oh my god. It's not my computer, it's TCGO. People, stop opening packs. We're gonna go ahead and drop the Fighting Fury Belt though. And we're gonna steam up again. Wait. We're doing 60 damage right now. Alright? Because we already steamed up once, so that's 60 damage. And we have all the fire energy we need in our discard pile, so we're not even gonna steam up again, we're gonna hold that energy. Just so that way we can use it later. Use it next turn. So that way we can steam up again. Unfortunately though, we're not going to be able to really do anything with that. We do want a Fisherman, so maybe I should Tapu Lele for the Fisherman and then Sycamore. He's gonna steam up once. Now he is just absolutely dead drawing. He is not drawn into a Hoopa, a Shaymin, or a Volcanion. He might not be playing those cards either. That's also a possibility. This might be a budget version. Well, it's because I didn't pay attention to what his types were. Okay, so he's gonna Kukulias, which is fine. Does 70 damage right there. Let's go ahead and drop this second baby Volcanion and then use Max Elixir to attach to this one. Drop this right here. Let's steam up. And then Sycamore. Try to get back some more energy. Wait a minute. So we're doing 60 right now, 90, 120. We need to hit 4 steam ups. So let's go ahead and steam up again. We can't use Fisherman this turn, but we can use this Energy Retrieval here to grab these 2 fire energies back. And then steam up again. Steam up again. And take the knockout here. And we're gonna attach this Volcanion and this baby, the baby, and then the one with the floats, the Volcanion-EX with the Float Stone. Now, something cheeky that we could do next turn is we can actually, if we hit the Elixir, we can put it onto our. Oh, so there we go. He hits the Ultra Ball finally. He must not have had a Sycamore in his hand or an N. Oh no, he's used 3 Sycamores, but he's only. I think he only played 1 actual Sycamore this game. I don't think he's actually Did he ever play? I don't think he ever actually played a Sycamore. He can knock out our baby Volcanion here though. He's gonna attach the Float Stone to his Hoopa and then Sycamore. He got rid of another switch card. So that's 2 switches he's used up. He could be playing 3. Okay, so he's Scorched Earth stuff, so we're gonna go ahead and discard our Hoopa and our 2 Shaymins. That gives him no easy prizes. We have another Float Stone in hand. We still have Escape Ropes. We have a lot of ways of getting out of the active if he does try to Lysandre stall us here. In any capacity. 30, 60, 90, 110. He only needs to hit 2 steam ups here, which I think he has done already. Now, since he's gonna knock out our baby Volcanion, it kind of limits what we can do next turn. Originally, if he didn't knock out the baby, I was gonna use this Max Elixir, try to hit an energy onto this Volcanion, which. Can we even do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We still have 2 energy off of the deck, I think. None of them were prized. So it was very possible for us to hit an Elixir there. He grabs a Fisherman off the top, though. Oh yeah, we have Fighting Fairy Belt. Durr. So we can go ahead and Trainers Mail here. Take that Elixir. We're gonna try and knock out this Flareon right now, because that's probably gonna be their single worst card to deal with here. We can go ahead and grab a Lysandre, just to make sure we don't get stalled. I mean, to grab that, we need to grab that. We could have done with VS Seeker, but rather save it. We do hit the energy, which is exactly what we wanted to see. We can play the other one too. We didn't hit that one. Now we have the Fisherman here. I don't want to Scorched Earth. Yeah, I don't want to Scorched Earth. So this has, what, 170? 30, 60, 90, 120, 160. Not enough to knock out that Flareon or that. 30, 60, 90, 120, 150? 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. Yeah, we don't have even close enough. We can knock this out though. We need to hit 30, 60, 90. We need to hit. We have to use all 4 steam ups, unfortunately though. So steam up. Steam up. Steam up. The nice thing is though, the Fisherman is now live, so we can keep recycling these energies. We will still have 2 available to us though. Take out this Volcanion. We're gonna put 1 on Baby and 1 on this one's already charged up. Grab ourselves our prize card. Now, playing the Sky Field here would probably be wise, just to deny him that if we don't win here this turn, but we probably will. He's gonna Flash Fire onto his Flareon, or he might try to go for a knockout on one of the other ones, which does not look like the case because he's playing the Fisherman, so he cannot take on a knockout on the Volcanion with the energy on it. He is doing a lot of unnecessary steam ups here. So he's probably going to try to Lysandre. I don't understand why he's steaming out so much. Maybe he's trying to draw into something with Shaymin. Nope. Okay, so we're just going to drop our baby Volcanion here. Our Volcanion-EX here. And yeah, he knew that was being a knockout because we hit for weakness because we're a dual type. Yay, more coins. Maybe I can buy a Guardian's Rising pack eventually. Just kidding. Only 177. Alright, let's go again. Probably gonna be the last one of this recording, and then I'll record another game or 2 when I come back home from work, guys. So, like I said again, you guys see a cut, that's why. Life of a part of someone who does YouTube on the side. We lost the coin flip here, so Friction. I'm gonna go first. No idea how to say this guy's name. We give it 1 mulligan, which sucks. Oh, okay, so we both give up mulligans. This looks like Greninja Break, which can be a problem for us. Actually, it is very much a problem for us, especially if he starts Talonflame. It is definitely a problem. So we're both not giving up any mulligans because we're both mulliganing a lot. So we hit a basic finally. Okay, so he's giving up another mulligan. Yeah, this is definitely a Greninja Break deck. With Octillery, though. So maybe he's not playing Talonflame? If he's not playing Talonflame, that's really good for us, because that means he's going to have to draw... He's going to have to play his deck the old-fashioned way and not rely on Talonflame to grab the cards that he needs, which means we don't have to play as many ends. Oh. And this guy's thinking if I were to choose an active. Come on. Is it Froakie? Is it Emerald? Is it Talonflame? One of those 3. Yes, we will take the extra card. So he starts with Froakie. Now, if he doesn't play another basic, this is a possibility of us donking him right here. Because we have the Ultra Ball in hand, we have Steam Ups available to us. But that's probably not the case. You could probably get a Dive Ball off this Trainers Mail. Yep. They usually play 4 Dive Balls. Now what we gotta do here in this matchup is we gotta take out his Frogadier. We gotta try to make sure he has the hardest time possible getting out this Greninja, which is not gonna be possible because he's gonna Wally right into. Oh no! Okay, so let's go ahead and Trainers Mail first. We're gonna grab that Sycamore because we can discard it to use our VS Seeker. Let's discard a Fire Energy too. So let's grab our Hoopa. We have two Volcanion-EX Prize. That does suck, but not the end of the world. Looks like we have one Trainers Mail prized. So 2 baby Volcanions, Trainers Mail, 1 VS Seeker, and 2 Fighting Fury Belts. Okay. Right? I think that's correct. So we're gonna go ahead and drop down this Hoopa-EX here. Yes, we want to grab 2 base. We're gonna grab a Shaymin and 2 Volcanions out of here. Now we're gonna try to make this Shaymin as big as possible because we want to be accelerated. Start swinging really quickly. So we're gonna go ahead and drop the energy here. We're gonna go ahead and Max Elixir. We do hit it. Drop one over here. Steam up. We want to knock out this Froakie, that way he can't use it to evolve into Frogadier. We need to hit one more energy though. We do hit the energy, that is nice. We're gonna hold the Sky Field because we don't really need it. Because since two of our Volcanion-EXs are prized, where we don't necessarily need that bigger bench space to get down more Pokemon. And usually Greninja will play Rough Seas or Silent Lab. Okay, so he just concedes. Okay, so I guess we're playing another one. This is kind of the rough part of the ladder because no one really knows what to expect. And I've been having a lot of problems with people are conceding because either A, they are building it, they're trying out something new, and they realize that doesn't work, so they just concede and then go make some changes that they realize they want to make. Or B, they're a new player and they're going against stuff, you know, that's more refined, and they just concede. Like this deck list is very refined. It was based off whose list was this that I said in the video? I can't remember whose list I was using. Oh, it's our turn. So we have an interesting hand here. And I'll take the free wins. Okay. Okay. So let's just go ahead and go again. This probably though can be the last one of not the video, but just the recording that I'm doing, guys. I'm playing like at 11 o'clock at night. You would think I'd go against like people who are actually gonna try to play out their decks. So Psychic and Colorless. Now this could be Garbodor Tauros. This could be Mewtwo. This could be a lot of things actually right now. I actually played against a Lunala deck earlier before I was recording, where they would play Lunala-GX and the new Lunala that we just got, the one that you get in the theme deck. They'd use the Lunala to attack, and then use the Lunala-GX to move all the energy back to Lunala after they move the Lunala off. So like Lunala from Guardians Rising for 3 energy, it's 130 damage I think, and then you move all the energy off it to your bench. What they would do is they would do that, but then ooh, it's Tapu Lele! Oh! Okay, so we missed a Trainer's Mail. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. I have no idea what to expect here. We do get a Float Stone, which is what we want to see. So we're going to go ahead and drop this Float Stone down. We're going to go ahead and Ultra Ball here. Discard both of our supporters because we are going to Shaymin. So it looks like we have no Pokemon are prized. Max Elixir. So Max Elixir, Ultra Ball, 2 ends. Wait, no, that can't be right. Oh, 1 end, and so it looks like a Max Elixir, an Ultra Ball, 1 end, 3 Sycamores. Oh shit. That's not horrible. It just makes Tapu Lele slightly worse. We're probably gonna save that Tapu Lele though for a Fisherman late game and try to keep it in our deck for as long as possible. We are gonna go ahead and drop all of our babies. We went first, so we can't really steam up. Well, we can actually. We're just gonna steam up to get the energy in our discard pile. Because we're gonna try to draw into a baby Volcanion right here, which we don't get, but we do get an Ultra Ball. Let's go ahead and discard. We have all 4 VS Seekers available to us. Let's discard this and a Float Stone. And grab the baby. Now this other Shaymin in our hand is just kind of gonna sit there until we get it out. Even if he plays a double colorless energy, he can't knock out this Volcanion, so I'm gonna hold the Fighting Fury Belt. That way we don't get field blowered. Because, like I said, guys, really, Field Blower is a card, and I don't fully know what he's playing yet. So you parallel cities us to do less damage, which I don't understand why. Well, he probably knew we would just discard the Hoop on the Shaymin anyway. So he plays an N, gives us 2 extra cards. 4 extra cards, sorry guys. Okay, we get the Sky Field and 2 energy. Now, I don't think it's possible for us to knock out this Tapu Lele in any shape or form. So let's go ahead and we're going to drop the Sky Field to give our bench bigger. Drop the baby Volcanion. I'm going to go ahead and steam up twice here. So we're going to be doing 30, 60, 80. We can hit another energy right here off the top. We don't. But we can energy retrieval. Ah, okay. So we're gonna go ahead energy retrieval here. We're gonna take an easy knockout on the Shaymin right now. So this 30, 60, 90. Yep, this is enough. We're gonna go ahead and Lysandre out his Shaymin. And Power Heater. Yes, we want to skip without attacking. We're gonna drop 1 here and 1 here. I am actually considering maybe dropping, if I were to play Volcanion, I might actually consider dropping Max Elixir at this point. Or either that or raising the Turtonator count. Oh, he plays a Silent Lab, that sucks. Discard our Shaymins off the bench. This does suck because now we have to draw into a stadium to get. Oh, and he's gonna rescue Stretcher too. Oh boy, this is juicy. Okay, so he's gonna Sycamore here after he rescues Stretchers. Oh, he shuffled it back into his deck. Derp-a-derp. So there you go. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and bring out this baby Volcanion out. We need a stadium really bad. We haven't played an end this game, so we can't even end here. We can't steam up. Do I want a Max Elixir? I don't think so. Let's just go ahead and then dump our whole hand here. Okay, there we go. We hit the Scorched Earth, which is what we wanted to hit. We can Ultra Ball here. Do we want to Ultra Ball for a Shaymin though? Actually, let's go ahead and Scorched Earth first. Okay, that's cool. We can Trainers Mail. At this point, we don't really need the Max Elixirs. We haven't drawn to a Turtonator yet, so I'm cool with discarding it. We're gonna go ahead here, discard this Max Elixir and this Olympia. Grabs ourselves a Turtonator because I think that card might come in handy against this Tapu Lele. He's going to be doing 30, 20, 40, 60, 80 damage. With another double color, so that puts him up to 120, so that he can't really knock it out unless he plays like a Kui. So I'm just going to go ahead and steam up here. The extra 10 damage is really not going to matter. We're going to two-shot this thing. 30, 69, yeah, we're going to two-shot this anyway. Power Heater. Oh, wait. I can't math. Oh well, but it's okay. We're still gonna do pretty well against this. We had to get rid of this Talent Lab, so we had to discard a lot of stuff we didn't want to. Really does suck. So we place a Parallel City here. We're gonna discard a Hoopa. In one of our Volcanions, we need to keep the Turtonator. We can play a Fighting Fury down Turtonator next turn and an N to give ourselves 4 cards. Just gonna choice band here. Okay, so this is Trash-a-Lanche. Garbodor deck. We just play Trash-a-Lanche. Now, none of our. Oh, we only have one Lysandre. We only have one VS Seeker left. Oh, we're in a tough spot. So we have to take we have to take easy knockouts whenever possible. It is very possible for us to lose this game right now, though. We have one BB Volcanion left. We have one Volcanion left in the deck still. We need... Okay, so he doesn't grab the Garbodor, which tells me he might have it in hand. I don't really want to play this end, though. 80 damage right there. Just go ahead and drop the energy here onto the Fighting Fury Belly Man on the Volcanion. We'll grab a Sky Field, which is awesome. We had to win the Stadium War in this matchup, though. Knock out his Parallel City, Volcanion, and then N. He's gonna give him extra cards, but at this point, I don't really care. Now, we already played our supporter, so we can't Lysandre out that Trebuch on the bench. We can, however, we definitely need to steam up though. And then Power Heater here. Do a little bit of damage. And drop one here. And drop one here. Now this Garbodor that's inevitably coming down is going to be doing 80, 100, 10, 120, 180, 200, 220, 240. Okay, so he's played the Garbodor down onto... He has both Garbodors. Honestly, guys, if you're gonna play Garbodor, at this time, I don't think you need to play Choice Band because everyone's still playing a bunch of items cards. Until people learn that they don't want to play a bunch of item cards, I don't think Choice Band's really necessary in a Garbodor deck. But you do you, boo boo. You do you. And he Field Blowers our Stadium and our Float Stone away, or maybe our Fighting Fury Belt. I prefer the Fighting Fury Belt over the Float Stone though. Okay, so he keeps the Stadium, probably because he knows it doesn't matter anymore. But he's gonna take the knockout on our baby Volcanion here. I am really concerned about that Garbodor though. It's coming down. He's gonna Lysandre out the Volcanion with all the energy on it though. Oh, that ripped me. This game just got really, really interesting. Trash Lanch. I don't want to give up our Turtonator. Do we have Fisherman doesn't even matter. Because we have 2 Volcanions in the discard. That would only be 30, 60, 80. We can't 2-shot this. We can't escape rope though. Get us out of this sticky situation here. If he brings out Tauros, that does suck. He brings out the Trebush. Let's go ahead and bring out this Turtonator. He has to manually attach 2 energy on there. Why don't we Nitro Tank here? Let's spread the energy a little bit. That way Tapu Lele doesn't take too many easy knockouts. How we win here is not with Turtonator. Let's see. We pretty much have lost this game. I don't see him screwing this up. Because no matter... Yep, we lost. Oh, that sucks. I would have to watch this recording again to see if I misplayed anywhere, but I don't know if I did. Yeah, so I'm just gonna hit him with this and call well played. There was nothing left in our deck that could have helped us. So guys, the moral of the story is Garbodor exists. Don't play a lot of items or play around it very well. Trash Lanch and hits us. All right, guys, I'll catch you back later after I go to work. I'm gonna come back record another game or two for this video, guys. That way you get one more quality game in. So I'll be right back in a little bit. I'll be back in a few hours, but you guys will see it cut here, and I'll probably be in different clothes. Alright guys, I'm back. Just got off work, so let's get a couple more games in with the Volcanion deck that I was showing you guys off right before I left for work. Make sure the right deck is selected, and let's go. See if we can get one quality game in. Let me set up straight so you guys can see me. Maybe if I can just a little bit. Just get everyone motion sickness. Oh, that is way too low. There we go. So we won the coin flip, so we're gonna go take first. And we start with a Volcanion, which is not horrible in this position. We do have access to an Ultra Ball and an N, so we can do some things here. So he's playing electric and water of some kind, looks like. So probably some evolutions deck. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball here. We're going to discard this N and this Fire Energy. And let's take a look here. Looks like we have all but Tapu Lele access. So first prize is Tapu Lele. Max Elixir, Trainers Mail. 2 VS Seekers. And 1 Fighting Fury Belt. Okay. Not having that Tapu Lele is going to suck. But we can definitely make do without it. So let's go ahead and drop the Float Stone on the Volcanion and the Sky Field. We should be able, with the Shaymin draw that we're about to get here, off of this Hoopa, we should be able to draw into a baby Volcanion. If not, definitely off the N. Hell, even an Ultra Ball here would be welcomed. So let's go ahead and drop both of our Volcanions first. Drop ourselves a Shaymin. We get 4 cards. We do not get a baby Volcanion. Let's go ahead and grab that N though. I don't want to play Shaymin for... Most we get off of Shaymin right now is 2, which I don't think is really worth it. So I think we're just going to end here. We don't have to burn our VS Seeker on the other end, and there we go. We get the other Volcanion now. So we're going to drop this and retreat out. I don't know what kind of evolutions deck he is playing yet, so I kind of just want to not attach the energy, just to make sure we don't get Crushing Hammered or Team Flared Grunt right off the bat. It looks like he is playing Dark, so it's definitely an Umbreon variation, so probably a good call not to evolve there. And he's going to evolve into Umbreon. Now he's going to strafe, but I don't think he is going to switch. I think he's going to leave the he's going to leave the Umbreon active. So let's go ahead and drop this down. Go ahead and Ultra Ball. We're going to discard our Escape Rope and our Sycamore and grab another Shaymin. Now, I want to attach this Float Stone, but at the same time I know I shouldn't. I want to play around Field Blower as much as possible, so let's go ahead and just draw 4 instead of 5. We get everything that I wanted, so we get a Turtonator here. So let's just go ahead and steam up a lot. So we're going to be hitting for 30, 60, 90, 110 damage, which is pretty good. We're never going to really be able to one-shot a... Did I play a supporter this turn? No, I did not. Let's go ahead and grab that Sycamore, draw more. The Float Stone's really not helpful. We want to get more cards to have available to us in this matchup. Fighting Fear Belt is nice. We're going to hold the Trainers Mail though and just hit him for 120. Drop 1 on the Turtonator and drop 1 on the Volcanion with the Float Stone. And pass it off to him. And my contact is like, ugh, not wanting to stay in my eye. So now he is going to be able to Shadow Bullet us here. It's not enough to knock out our Volcanion, which is nice. Oh, but he's going to Dark Call us. He probably will discard off of the Volcanion EX, I would imagine. Yep. Which is fine. We still have the access to the other energy. And he scoops, which I don't understand why. Ugh. And we get a Sun and Moon pack. Woohoo! Alright, last one, guys, of this, with this Volcanion deck. We played a lot of games, but we got a lot of scoops, too, which really does suck. It doesn't really showcase the deck in the best light, I think. And here on the coin flip. Taking a sweet old time. There we go. Oh yes, we would like to go first. Now, unfortunately, I didn't look at what typing he had. I've been trying not to do that. We do have a Shaymin start, which does suck. So we're going to go ahead and drop this Shaymin down. We have a Float Stone though, which is nice. Glaceon, okay, I'm not too scared. Let's go ahead and grab an Olympia. We're going to use an Ultra Ball here anyway. To grab ourselves a Hoopa. Grab Hoopa, and we have 1 Volcanion EX prized, and Tapu Lele again. Hello Volcanion, Tapu Lele. 1 Trainer's Mail, right? Yeah, 1 Trainer's Mail, 2 VS Seekers, and looks like a Sycamore. Having 2 VS Seekers prized does kind of suck. So let's go ahead and drop down this Hoopa. Grab ourselves the other Shaymin and 2 Volcanions. Now I could drop to 5 cards here, but I don't think that's the most optimal move. With so many control decks running around, I don't want to waste resources unnecessarily. Before things like Field Blower and Garbodor, you could kind of get away with just, you know, wasting your item cards and, you know, just going off that way. But now with so many with things like Garbodor and Field Blower, you kind of have to be a little bit more careful with how you use your item cards and not to waste them as necessarily. I don't know what this guy's playing entirely yet because he hasn't really shown us anything. But we're going to go ahead and drop down a baby Volcanion here too. Now there's no way he can attack us with this Glaceon, so I feel comfortable with playing a Max Elixir first here. Dropping onto this Volcanion. Now I'm going to Sycamore anyway, and I can't attack, so I'm also just drop down the second one in case we have to use the 3-cost attack. I think going ahead here and just attaching that second energy is okay. And we're going to draw some more. We get a Fighting Fury Belt, which is helpful. We don't have a Sky Field yet, but we do have an N available to us next turn. And we're just going to pass here. Maybe playing that Fighting Fury Belt might have been a bad idea because he can Field Blower it off. But if we can get we can't even get 3 Steamos off. We don't play Kukui. Actually, we would only need 2 because we have Fighting Fury Belt. He's playing down a Lapras. Now that Lapras is going to be rough to deal with. But he's playing Brooklet Heal over Rough Seas, it looks like, or maybe some combination of the two. Brooklet Hill is definitely a good card, but I'm not sure if I would play Brooklet Hill over Rough Seas right now. I definitely think if you're playing Lapras, Rough Seas is definitely the better stadium to play. So you just play a Fighting Fury Belt down, which makes things a little bit more difficult. We don't really have any other options though. Next turn he's going to hit us for 140 with Crystal Ray, which is not enough to knock us out. I don't really want to Sycamore away all this stuff either. But discarding this this Volcanion-EX, I feel like it lowers our damage output quite significantly. The Max Elixirs though, I don't think are really going to come into play this game. I think just Sycamore them away is probably better than, because we want the energy in hand. We don't want the energy sitting in our discard pile. We don't have very much energy in our discard pile, so let's go ahead and discard a Fisherman and a N. I want the Lysandre available to us, and this game is moving really slow. So let's go ahead and grab a Turtonator. Drop down his Turtonator, and let's just he's gonna knock us out. So I think just using Power Heater here is probably the better move to move the energy back to our Turtonator rather than hitting him for the extra 100. He does bump our stadium, so we can discard our Hoopa. He does Rough Seas us, but we do have the Scorched Earth to bump his Rough Seas. If he didn't hit the double colorless, so that's nice. So he can't really do much here, but he can Ultra Ball. Probably gonna grab a Shaymin. Nope, he grabs a Manaphy. I'm not sure if he's gonna attack or if he's going to. Okay, he's definitely not gonna use it to attack. He's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna retreat. I think attaching the water energy there to the Lapras was a mistake, especially if he's playing double colorless, which he may or may not be. I'm not sure. Because so he's probably not playing double colors if he's playing both a Lapras and a Max Elixir. Oh, he does get the Aqua Patch too. That does suck. Okay, so there goes our Volcanion. Oh my god. Gyarados too? What the heck? He's playing Gyarados. Why is he playing Gyarados? I don't even know what this Gyarados does. What do you do? Why would you play that card? Let's go ahead and drop down this Turtonator. Scorched Earth is nice. We don't want to Lysandre anything with that Manaphy being out, because then it resets the special condition. I don't know what to grab here. Instinctively, I want to grab the Sycamore. Try to get energy down on the Turtonator. We draw a lot of energy. A lot of energy. Let's go ahead and steam up. Steam up. Since he can't attack us next turn with that Lapras, and he doesn't have another attacker ready yet, I feel fine with using Shell Trap just to get some extra damage. Next turn we will apply Nitro Tank to attach energy onto the rest of our Pokemon. Fisherman is live though. Right? Yep, Fisherman is live. So we can get a couple more steam ups in out. Bonestar Stadium again. He has to attach our energy and then has to manually retreat out his. We could possibly take a knockout on that. So he is gonna have another attacker ready. Nope, never mind. He's not gonna attach to the Glaceon. He's gonna instead attach to his Gyarados. Grabs another Sycamore. He's gonna draw a lot of cards. This card's an Aqua Patch. How many Aqua Patches does this guy have left? Got 2 left. Possibly another Stadium. Stormy Seas. And he fails the Stormy Seas here. That thing has 140 HP left. We can take that out pretty easily. I don't necessarily think that's even a bad thing either. We can do this. Take out this Lapras here. We have to discard 2 energy, but we leave the energy on our Turtonator so we can use the GX move next turn. And Tapu Lele, well, nice, is not probably going to come into play this game because we've drawn through most of our deck. There's not really a supporter that we need to win this game. We've already used both Lysandres. We do have one more VS Seeker available to us, but I think that's prize if I remember correctly. Haven't looked through our deck enough to remember. Do we use both of our escape ropes? No, we have one escape rope available to us still. Now the question is, do I Nitro Tank here, or do I just go ahead and attach the energy to Turtonator? We have 1, 2. We have 2 energy left in the deck. No energy or prize, I remember that much. Grabs a Shaymin. If we draw an escape rope, there's definitely some appeal in not attaching energy to Turtonator, instead putting it onto our Volcanion and steaming up to recycle energy. He's gonna play an N, which is okay, I guess. Our hand wasn't amazing, but we could do some stuff with it. We get energy, which is, and we get the, oh, okay, we got a game plan. Gyarados, Spirit Link. Why out of Gyarados? I don't even know what Mega Gyarados does, to be honest, guys. We do have a Max Elixir. Let's see if we can hit that one of those last energies. We do. We hit both of them, actually. We can't escape rope. Let's see what he brings out first. Today, man. Today. Let's go. Come on. Okay, he brings up the Shaymin. We're gonna go ahead and bring this out. Let's steam up. Play down this energy retrieval. I don't want to play this N yet. I want to wait till maybe he takes a couple more prizes. Because if we play this M, we're gonna put ourselves at risk of decking out. We should hold this one though, this energy, so we can steam up again next turn. Put energy down on Turtonator so we can start using his attack again. He's getting Trainers Mail. He's probably looking for a Float Stone or something else to let him put it. Ooh. Ooh. Is he gonna stall us? No, but he has the energy though to retreat. Okay, so he grabs the Lysandre but discards it all. Has he even played a VS Seeker this game? No, he has not. Maybe he's not playing VS Seeker? Is he trying to... Oh no, he's played 2. Okay. Wow, his whole deck's really shiny. Pretty, shiny. How much damage is the Gyarados gonna hit us for? 130 plus weakness. And Mega Gyarados. What do you do? Last Geyser. So I guess we're gonna play Turtonator down. We got another baby Volcanion though. That's nice. Okay, if we Shell Trap, he still knocks us out, and we have no follow up. If we Nitro Tank though, we can not do a whole lot of damage. I don't think we really have a way out of this. We can do 100 there, 130 there. Oh. Well played. I don't see a way out of this though, which really sucks. And we kind of have to go with Nitro Tank, I think. Even if we Shell Trapped, it would only do 100, which is not quite enough to make a difference. We don't even have a way of stalling him out, really, with that mana feed down. Yeah, this does suck. Okay, you don't even need the Trainers Mail, bro. He's gonna Field Blower off our Float Stone, I think. Don't know why. He's got the win already. Last Geyser. And we have to put this out to not lose this turn. If we play N, we will have 1 card left in the deck. Let's just risk it for the biscuit. And none of those cards we wanted to see. So we lost this game. We're just gonna let him knock us out. There's nothing we could have done there. Overall, Volcanion is still a very strong deck, but I think Volcanion's biggest weakness is its weakness, just because of how strong water has been and how strong water just got, again with Aqua Patch, and Aqua Patch being all the hype. Everyone still has those memories of Dark Patch and how good Dark Patch was, and yeah, so Aqua Patch has gotta be just as good, right? Well, yes, Aqua Patch is a very good card, guys, but I think it depends on the deck that you're playing. But overall, I think Volcanion still has a place in the meta. It's just a matter of Volcanic Heat. Well played, dude. And concede. So overall, the deck is very good. It's just that I think the meta is changing in a way where it's not favored anymore. But because of how strong Decidueye is, and Volcanion being really the only viable fire deck, at least as of right now, unless, you know, something crazy comes out that people never thought of before, Volcanion's probably still going to be played a lot just because of how strong Decidueye is. I mean, I don't remember, I didn't look and see how much Decidueye was played at Virginia, but I remember, what was it? Salt Lake. There's quite a, I'd say at least a good 40-50% of the top of day 2 was Decidueye Vileplume, I think. And if I remember correctly, I've been looking at a lot of tournament results lately, but it was very rampant, and Decidueye Vileplume is still gonna be a very strong deck. Overall, I think Volcanion is probably a safe bet to play. There's gonna be that much grass being played, but if water is as good, if water is gonna be played, just water might maybe play just as much as Volcanion, so you're gonna be taking kind of a crapshoot there. Just realize that if you are playing Volcanion, you might want to keep the fact that there's water being played in mind, so try to build your deck accordingly. The biggest ways to beat water is to make sure you can Lysandre out that Manaphy, get rid of it, and then stall them and try to take those easy prizes when you can. If I were to replay that matchup, I would have went for those Shaymins immediately. I don't think going for that first Lapras was a bad mistake. Was a mistake. I think it was a good idea, just because he had so much energy invested onto it that it would have removed enough of it. But because he has access to Aqua Patch, that changes things just a little bit. So overall, guys, this is Volcanion Road to Seattle. I don't think it's a bad deck. I think it's very good still. It has a place in the meta. Just keep that in mind, guys. Just keep in mind, water's a thing. Alright, guys. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the deck. Let me know what you guys would have changed and changed out. I don't think the deck list is refined enough yet, but let me know what you guys would think to put in here or take out. Until next time, guys. Peace out.